Sun folk. Anyway, today we will be doing a Q&A and it will be kind of an unscripted one. I finally got some stuff working like this PNG tuber that you're seeing right now. So I thought it would be fun to do a Q&A this way instead of just watching a gameplay of sword fighting the whole time. So we will first do the Q&A from the YouTube post, and then we will move on to the ones in my Discord server, the one in uh, the the forum I made for the Q&A. But we'll first do the YouTube post one, and yeah, let's begin. The first one is from WarZLover XD. If you got Sfoth swords in IRL, scaled if Robloxian was 6.6 feet and 6 inches tall and not the plastic toy figures, which one would you pick? If I got Sfoth swords IRL, that's a good question. Maybe like Dark Heart, because just if you got hurt, if you broke your bone, just stab another person and now you're back to normal. Next one is from Coney Verb, and wow, 4 questions, that's a lot. Oh my god. Okay, let's go through them all. The first one is like lore wise or something. What's your favorite Sfoth sword from any game? I don't really have a favorite, like, lore-wise, because those games that I mentioned, like Block Tales, Fighting, I don't play it a lot, and I don't personally have a favorite one. Like, if you're talking lore-wise, and even in the Roblox lore, I don't know anything about it, so I don't have a favorite. What do you think about sword concepts and them being added into games? I think it is really lovely seeing sword concepts and like new kind of swords in games, like in Reforged. And in general, it's just nice seeing the Sfoth swords in other games. What do you think about Game Pass swords before they got deleted? Were they a nice addition or did they just ruin stuff for people? The Game Pass swords that were removed, the one I'm thinking of is Frostbrand and Demon Chank, and they were like mediocre at best. Like it doesn't really matter if you buy them or not, they won't ruin your gameplay. The only Game Pass sword that is like worth getting is the sword map swords, like the Illumina or the Hyacinth. If you could add or conceptualize one or possibly more swords, what would they be and what would they do? I don't make sword concepts. I'm sorry, but I just know that they're never gonna be added into a game. And sure, I could add them to my own game, but I can't code, and honestly, I'm too lazy. Next one, do you think Reforge should focus more on other things than just adding more swords? If so, what? Cough cough, possibly making Icedagger the most majestic sword. No, Icedagger is not the most majestic sword. It will never be a majestic sword. But yeah, I think Reforge really needs to focus on other stuff because like having new swords is nice, but the map is already as big as it is, and they really need to focus on other stuff like maybe more tournaments, especially more dueling tournaments, and yeah, maybe working on the lore because oh, I don't know, how many months has it been since League 2? I don't know, 9 months? I've been waiting. Wait, no, maybe 8 months. I've been waiting 8 months for this. I've been waiting, and I still didn't get nothing. If Reforged added Sfoth Sword's sub-abilities, what would you hope they'd be like and or accomplish? What would you want to see out of them? I think what you're talking about is like abilities, like how Void Color can parry swords. And I think it would add a certain layer of depth to Reforged. And I think Reforged is already as complex as it is because mainly of mobility tools. But I think like something simple would be like a nice addition. Could Reforged use some improving overall? Examples, map, movement, etc. etc. If so, what improvements would it be and interest you? What could change the image or path of the game? I'm completely fine with how Reforged is now. I don't really think there's much to change. The only thing I would really recommend is like adding more goals to the game because right now you could like play for an hour or two and then get completely bored. You're not gonna be bored if you're a new player and you have no clue what's going on. But if you're like an experienced player, then you just keep on killing new players and just get bored eventually. The only way for you to entertain yourself is with tournaments or just like fighting casually other experienced players. And even then, they won't stay there for like 3 hours. They'll stay in the server for like 30 minutes and then dip. Okay, last question, I promise. No, I know you lied. Do you see Ice Dagger as a challenging or adrenaline making sword, or is it a more exhilarating one? Well, it's not really a sword, it's a dagger, my bad. In my opinion, it's kind of fun to sway around. Personally, Ice Dagger is not a good sword. Whenever there's a decent player, all decent players use mobility tools. And whenever you use mobility tools, you have to change from one sword to the next one. And because of the charging ability that Ice Dagger has, it is practically impossible to use it in a good way. And even then, even if you ignore that, it has a short range which makes it like not good against any other sword. So it's only really good against a new player who doesn't have Firebrand. The next one, I lied. I'm sorry. I do not forgive you. I'm kidding. I do forgive you. Anyways, if you, yes you, were Telamon for a single day at this instance, at this very moment, what would you do with the Sfoth swords? What kind of shenanigans would you get up? And which one would you find using the most, IRL or in-game? Also, Ice Dagger is my favorite sword. I can tell. I can tell it's your favorite sword. And if I was Telamon, I'm thinking of like the account Telamon. So, if I had the Telamon account and I had every single Sfoth swords, I would join sword fights on the ice and I don't know, just see all of the little gubbies going crazy over the fact that Telamon is in their game. Maybe record it and then put some clickbait title. Well, it's not really clickbait. It's just saying I became Telamon for one day. And the final one, what kind of passions do you hold and how'd you been? My passions? Well, I'm really passionate about making videos like these ones. Maybe I'll start streaming. I've been having plans for doing streaming. And I've been doing great. That was a very long one. Anyway, let's move to the next one. The next one is from Spiky the Sigma. What inspired you to enter the sword fighting community? It was mainly because I found a video that was talking about sword fights on the highest, the swords, and even though it was more about like the swords in the catalog than about Sfoth, I was so interested in sword fights on the heights, and I joined the game. I interestingly joined Reforged, and after playing there for a bit, I really liked the game and joined the community. Let me have a little break with a soda. Man, is this what Reshordian does every single stream? Wow. Wow. Man. Anyways, next one is from Sfoth the Robot King. If you fight with swords on the heist and massacre people with sword, did the sword kill that person or did you kill that person? I killed that person. Next one is from Blazanims. What got you into the community of sword fighting and what was so special about it at the time? I already explained how I got into the community, and the thing that is so special about it is that it kind of feels like one big family where everybody knows each other. There's of course new people who arrive and then become known in the community, and there are some old members that slowly fade out and stop talking. But it's whenever you talk in the sword fighting community, it's always like a handful of people who talk there every single day. Next one is from Vietnamese. Thoughts on the recent swords like the Tide Crusher and Petroleum. I don't know if I spelled that right. I think Tide Crusher is a pretty cool sword. It's like a way to confuse and scare people who are decent at the game and use mobility tools a lot. And Petroleum, I think it looks cool, but it's just a Link sword reskin, so nothing much to write home about. What's the general lore behind the game? You've come to the right place, pal. When it comes to talking about lore, you gotta ask me. So, I'll break it down very simple about the lore. So, there was this one person called Eternal Darkness, and they were around the time where only Sword Fights on the Heights 2 existed. 3 and 4 wasn't made yet. They really hated the Ice Dagger, and so made the Firebrand to counter the Ice Dagger. And Telamon saw the sword and was really impressed by it and added it in Sfoth IV. And Telamon then said to Eternal Darkness that he will receive a destiny, but that destiny never came, and Telamon soon left the Heights when Sword Fights on the Heights 4 was around. Then, in Sword Fights on the Heights 5, the entire thing became an anarchy, and Eternal Darkness tried to contain the anarchy by making the Hyacinth, but failed and soon died. And then in Sword Fights on the Heights Reforged, he comes back to life and tries to claim the Heights for himself, but the player comes in and kills him, and like he is stuck in the abyss once more. That's pretty much the general plot of the lore, but I will link down the document that I've made alongside like other documents like about Builder Noob and Sword Fights on the Heights 5. Next one is from Rukatu KDH. Have you ever tried the original Sfoth IV? Because I played the real deal by Shedletsky growing up, since it was very popular with a lot of people during 2007-2010-ish. One of your videos made me play Reforged, and it brought back a lot of memories during my sword fighting days when I was a kid over 10 years ago. Well, I'm glad that my videos may reminded you of those memories, and yeah, I do sometimes play Sword Fights on the Heights IV. Not a lot because the game is super buggy and there's a bunch of exploiters, but it's nice to stay there once in a while. I don't kill streak there a lot. The highest I've ever got is like 97 or something. Next one is from Cool Cats. If there would ever be a Retro Dan and Girl UKR collab, what type of video would you want to make with him, or what topic? If I ever did a collab with Retro Dan, then it would of course be something about Sfoth related, because my entire channel is just Sfoth, so it makes sense if I would have a collab with someone like Retro Dan, then the topic would also be about Sfoth. Next one is from Quaintance. What aspects of Reforged made you enjoy the game so much, and what do you think could be improved on? Man, that's a good question. I think what makes me enjoy Reforged so much now is the mobility tools, like how chaotic the lobbies can get sometimes when there's a bunch of decent players, especially on like the firing. And I don't think there's much that can be improved on. I'm happy the way it is now. The next one is not really a question. Blues 3D. Womp. Cool. Next one is from Stagey. What do you think of the new additions of swords like Flashbolt or Tide Crusher? Do you think Reforged has added enough permanent swords? Flashbolt is just a cheap alternative to the Dusukar, and the Tide Crusher is a cool enough sword. So yeah, I think Reforged has added enough permanent swords. We don't need it anymore. Please stop adding new swords. Next one is from Strange Cat Won't Leave Me Be. If you could add any sword to Sfoth Reforged, what it would be called and what would it do? The only sword that comes to mind is the Sword of Epic Redness, and the only reason I think of that is because it's the sword that I added to my game, Arena of Mediocrity, as a tournament prize. I'm not the type of person to think of new concepts. Next one is from Mess Patel. Can I have a cookie, please? I don't have a cookie. I'm sorry, I don't have a cookie. Next one is from Mr. Wrecker. What are your thoughts on cowboys? I don't really investigate the topic or the media of cowboys, but I think they're cool. And the final one from the YouTube post is from Ruan. Hi UKR, do you like tongue? How can I say no in front of the tongue god? Of course I love tongue. That. And that was the final one from the YouTube post. Give me a second. I'm gonna have a little drink, and then we'll move on to the ones from the Discord. Okay, let's move on to the Discord one over here. So the first one is from Verse. What is better, Crescendo or Alpha Azure? I didn't have either of them, but I would say Crescendo is better, mainly because of the fact that it looks cool. Next one is from Yin. What is your favorite food? I personally like those Chinese hot pot soups. They're like spicy and they're nice. And if you get tired of one, then you can just add or remove some toppings. Next one is from Newbie. When did you start playing Roblox? 2019. I started playing Roblox in 2019. The next one is from Yin. Again. Would you ever consider 1v1ing and enchanting Lolo? Probably not, because I don't go out of my way to 1v1 people I don't really know that well, unless they're in a server that I'm already in, and I'm bored. It's just, yeah. Next one is from Mr. Mancer. Favorite sword, Windforce. And thoughts on Venom Shank's poison? Some people don't like it, and as a Venom Shanker lover number one, I want to know what you think about it. Venom Shank poison can be really annoying when you're playing because you always gotta have a medkit in case. And it's even more annoying when you don't have a medkit. You teleport to the locust and hope that you can get to the medkit in time, and then you either don't make it or the medkit is just not there. So yeah, I agree with those people. I hate the Venom Shank poison. Next one is from Cassie. If you had one ability to obtain any sword in the whole Roblox catalog, what would it be? Windforce. Is just Windforce. I would love to hop on Murder Mystery 2, and then when I get innocent, I just murk everybody with Windforce. And thoughts on Blocktails and sword mechanics. I think Blocktails is a pretty cool game. I like their story, I like the gameplay, and the sword mechanics, some of them don't make sense, like why does Ice Dagger heal you? But I think it's like excusable because it's a game mechanic. It's not supposed to be 100% faithful to the original. Next one is from Brett. Think of two really good swords. What would be the stats and how they look? I think if you want me to make two swords that are really good, then the first one would be a mobility tool that just sends you flying with like super easily. It's just like Illumina flying in IV, but you do it with one sword. That would be insane. And then the second one, it would be a main damage sword, where it just instantly kills anybody with one tick. That is my sword suggestion. Dom, please please add it to the game. Thank you. What two Sfoth R swords would you buff and nerf? We need to buff Windforce and Hyacinth, and we need to nerf Firebrand and Sword Cane. And the final one, give me a niche tactic that needs to be seen. I don't really think the infinite Illumina flying tactic is really niche, but I think it's cool. It's basically you take two Illuminas and an ancient Illumina, and you can fly infinitely like in IV. But it's not really niche. Next one is from Lucas. What's your opinion on my avatar? I think it looks very cool. I really like it. It looks very comfy. Next one is from King Demo. Will there ever be more than Sfoth content? Probably not. Like right now, I don't think so. But maybe in the future I'll make something else. Who knows? Next one is from Yui. How'd you start your Sfoth career? I started my videos because I was hoping I could revive the Sfoth genre, but I soon realized that I'm not gonna be able to do that, and now I just kind of make them for fun. Next one is from Tiger. Do you like cooked egg or boiled egg? I don't usually like eggs, but if I had to pick one, probably boiled eggs. Next one is from Times. I just find Sfoth. Once again, found a video about it, joined Sfoth, really liked it, joined the community. The rest is history. Next one is from Wi-Fi. How did you get where you are now, and what inspired you to be a content creator? I already explained how I got here, but the person who inspired me to be a content creator is Corbin. You probably heard of him before, maybe not, but he used to be a Sfoth content creator. specifically IV. And he was my main inspiration to start and keep on doing Sfoth content. But now his channel's kind of gone. But there could be a revive. He could come back, but who knows? Next one is from Jeffrey Bezos. Would you rather be stuck in Sfoth Reforged or Doomspire for the rest of your life? I would rather be stuck in Sfoth Reforged. I would just stay in the Locust, and that's it. Next one is from French Spoken. When will you host the next tournament? It will definitely be somewhere on a weekend, but not this weekend. Maybe some other time. When I will host it, I will definitely just make a poll asking people if they are available on a specific date, and if the poll says yes, then I will host that tournament. But there's no promises that I'll be making more tournaments with Robux awards. Sorry, my money does not grow on trees. Next one is from Emma is Bait. What is your goal as a content creator? Right now, I don't really have a goal. It's just like the generic stuff, like get more subscribers, become more popular, and just like keep on doing what I'm doing. I don't think I really have like a unique goal that I have like as a content creator. Next one is from 1eggs. How do we summon Telemon to the heights again? I want him a little dead. Same as the Alpha Brick 2x2, but it will take me a bit longer to find them. 1eggs, I think the way you find Telemon is you go onto Shedletsky's Twitter and appear, like manifest yourself through his computer, and there he will be. You're welcome. Next one is from Randall. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more games, or games, unlimited games but no games? But I don't like bacon. I guess unlimited games but no games. Next one is from Awesome Ninja. Will the area of modesty be updated to be more detailed, or will it stay the same? The arena of mediocrity will most likely stay the same, because arenas don't really need to be detailed to be good. Maybe I'll change some things, but right now I think it will stay the same. Next one is from Yumi. What's your favorite Pokemon? I don't know any Pokemons. The only one I know is like, I guess Pikachu. That's my answer. Pikachu. Next one is from French Spoken. What's your favorite fruit? Mangoes. And no, this is not a meme. Next one is from Tiger. What's your favorite drink? It's that one Ukrainian drink called kvass. I don't know what it's made out of, but it tastes really good. And the only reason it's really my favorite is because I haven't had it in like years now. The Ice Dagger one, I already answered it. And next one is from Snark. 2000 killstreak when? Never. Don't even bother. Never. Next one is from Curl. If you had one wish, what would you get and or do? If I had one wish, I would probably feel like I would have too much responsibility and not make that wish. Or I would just be endlessly thinking about what I could wish for. Next one is from Scarlet Godfish. If there was one thing that you want to be added or reworked in Sfoth R, what would it be and why? I don't think there's anything that needs to be reworked. Maybe the Ice Dagger, because right now it's like you cannot use it for anything. Or maybe the Sky Dagger, because its only purpose is like sometimes in tournaments where it's your only mobility tool. Next one is from Newbie. What's your name, girl UKR? Because I'm a girl and I'm from Ukraine. That's why. Next one is from Times. Brand with prep time. Would he solo everyone? No. He got defeated by the player. He would not even solo everyone, let alone like he could not defeat the player. So how would he solo everyone? Next one is from Emma. What is your favorite Roblox Limited, if you have one? I don't have a lot of Roblox Limiteds. I think the only one I have is Sugar Shays. But if I could choose any Roblox Limited to be my favorite, it would be the bunny ears or the subspace trip mine wings. They both look very cool. Next one is from Bread. Pronounce these two in their acronyms in their acronym form. Sfoth and Sfoth R. There we go. Next one is from Dev. What's your favorite Pokemon? I don't have one. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Pokemon. And the last one is kind of off screen. There we go. What is your favorite Roblox and non-Roblox game? My favorite Roblox game would either have to be Forsaken or Reforged. Yes, I like Forsaken. Please don't throw tomatoes at me. And non-Roblox game? Maybe. I don't think I really have one because my favorite games keep on switching every single month. Because like a few months before I really loved Undertale, now and then later on I liked Cult of the Lamp, and now I don't really have a favorite. So, yeah. And that's about all of the questions from everybody. It was very nice to answer all of you, and I hope you really like this PNG tuber that I made. And with that, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye. I actually lied. This is like a day before I have to upload my video, and I got some new questions, so I'll answer them right here. We'll start off with the one from the YouTube post. SNP Fire here. You met me already. If you don't know I had blue hair, please make a video about the devs. I don't really think a video about the devs is really worth it, because if I make a video about it, then at most it will be 2 minutes. Because like all I can say is, oh, Dominic is the owner, Jack, Normal, and Dr. Dig are the developers. The end. Like, there's not much to talk about. And because of my upload schedule where I make videos every 2 weeks, I have to make sure that the topics I talk about are longer than 2 or 3 minutes. Unless it's an update. If my upload schedule gets close to an update that is happening, then I will make a video about that update. If not, then you go search up the information about the update yourself. Next one is from Musically Melody. Where do you see your skill in the next year? It will be surprising if I'll even be in the sword fighting community next year. But I think I'll get better at sword fighting overall, but so will everybody else. So, I don't really know. Next one is from Diamantezen3370. What is your favorite sword from Sfoth, Windforce, or Hyacinth? I cannot pick either of them. I like them both. Do you plan to create other content besides Sfoth? Most likely not, because I like making Sfoth, you guys like watching Sfoth, and it doesn't make sense for the algorithm for me to suddenly change my type of videos and suddenly start making videos about Forsaken or something like that. And what is your favorite Pokemon? I don't have one. Why do people ask me for my favorite Pokemon? I don't know anything about Pokemon. Pikachu, I guess. That's the only Pokemon I know. Next one is on the Discord. Let me fix it over here. And first one from Dev. Do you plan to move on to YouTube Shorts? No. I like making long form videos, and I don't know, I just don't see how I could put my videos onto Shorts. Maybe of course I will make some videos on Shorts, but I will never focus mainly on Shorts. I will focus on long form content. Next one is from Kopke. How do I improve? You fight other people. Duel them. Because no matter how many tutorials you listen to, if you never fight other people, then you will never get good at it. And make sure you don't fight just the people on your level, because if you keep on fighting the same people, then it's whatever. Fight other people. Fight people who are good at the game, fight people who are bad at the game. Fight everybody. Kill them all. Next one is from Hero Jiv. How to get Hella Monster. You kill for 6 hours straight and question your life decisions. And yeah, that's all of them. I mean, there's bootleg, but that's not really a question, is it? But with that, that's all of the questions for the Q&A. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you somewhere in 2 weeks. Bye bye.